All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Clannad, episode 11. Kotomi's
All right.
arc is underway.
Yeah.
The genius girl that is very quiet and shy and needs to make 100 friends, so please help her, Tadano. Tomoya.
It's easy to conflate the two.
Right, exactly.
Makes sense, yeah.
But, as long as they don't hear her play the violin, everything should be fine.
Pretty daijoubu in that regard.
That's right.
I mean, because there's obviously no trauma or anything at all associated with this character's past. No pain, no sadness, nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Why would you think that?
It's a perfectly normal thing for her to sit in the library all day trying to potentially live up to the expectations of her very accomplished parents. Yeah.
That just seems like a very peaceful existence for a young kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Very, very, very normal.
Yep.
And having no friends to begin with at all.
Right.
Because of
they just be distractions, really. Yeah. We don't have time for comedy high school antics, right? We're going places.
No.
Specifically to that other library where we will stay.
Right. So, how about we start with, two friends at the beginning here. Yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Wake up. God.
人がせっかくいい気持ちで寝てたのに。
Best alarm clock ever. Yeah.
They're only holding one ear.
Mm-hmm.
And her weapon is the violin. Yet.
Everyone is on the floor.
Wow, just trying to kanji it.
Yeah.
But take our hands off that woman.
They have weaponized her.
Is she within attack of opportunity range? Yes, she's about to cast a spell.
No!
Well then, Warcaster, bitch. Let's go.
Every time it's the boob bounce with the basketball bounce.
I'm like, what?
Why?
What?
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
The vibration of her power going into hitting the court translates up the feet all the way up to there.
For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
I figured it out. She's like Senjigahara. She's actually really light. That's why. So the vibrations make her vibrate like way more than.
So then, if she's really light, how strong is she really to be able to throw a textbook like a frisbee? Because momentum and all that shit.
Yeah, we could tell you were trying. It was a unique introduction. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you were just talking about momentum.
Fatal! Death!
Such shadowboxing.
Mm-hmm. What the heck? God damn it, Nagisa.
Yeah.
You also have to punch with the beginning to get people's attention. Pause, then deliver your punchline,
Right.
The final bit. My name is Nagisa, and you're watching the Disney Channel. Huh? She's summoning a Lovecraftian monster?
Yep.
What the fuck? She's like, give it a few thousand years.
Right. You're not foaming at the mouth in madness. What's going on? This doesn't work.
She's so well read that she brings up
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft, yeah. God.
私にバトン持って変な呪文唱えろっての？そんな光景想像できる？
No, yes, please.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah. What? Fish?
泣くまで殴っていい？
You can, but I would ask that you not.
やっぱり呪文よりバイオリンの方が得意だってになって。
You have failed this city.
あさって月曜日、あんたのバイオリンの発表会。
I thought they were gonna say, well, hold your violin hostage. Like, well, you go and make friends, you know?
Yeah.
だからそれまでここでバイオリン弾くのは禁止。
Right.
発表会。うん。私。
Oh god, no one's gonna show up.
私もついていっていいでしょうか？
Would that be worse than people showing up or better?
Well, she's wanting to make friends, right?
私はこいつと発表会の相談する。
I repeat my question.
私たちだけで。
I guess that's true. I guess that's true.
ともやくん、今日
They come there with, like, seriously noise-canceling
Right.
headphones, you know?
あんたとことみを話すための口実よ。
Ah.
あの子いつもあんたにべったりでしょ。ちょっと
Yeah.
他の人と行動した方がいいと思って。
Hmm. I don't think she needs to summon a Cthulhu monster. I'm pretty sure she is one, you know?
Just might be.
あんた今付き合ってる女の子いないんでしょ？
Look at this sister.
あんたのことが
Yeah.
好きでしょうがない女の子がいたら付き合う気ある？
なんだよいきなり。
いいから答えて。
もし付き合ってもこっちは不良のろくでなしだぞ。向こうがすぐ愛想つかすだろ。
不良って意外と憧れの対象だったりする。特に優等生の子からは。
それじゃあ篠原も憧れの対象。
Well, hold on.
それは死ぬほどありえないわね。
No, yeah, he's probably somewhat liked.
それじゃあまた明日。
I love this because you're not entirely sure
Who
whether
she's
she
asking
has.
for?
Well, no. You're just talking about her sister, but the idea that like she could be also talking about herself.
Yep.
She could be talking about, you know, others as well.
Delinquent bum.
Ah.
まさか。
ともやくん、こんにちは。
She's like, these books dissipate noise so effectively.
Right. They are made of paper, so they don't shatter.
何か用か。
その先
ともやくん、一目こ。
あまりにもベタすぎるのでとっさに止めてしまった。
Yeah. She got so excited though. Yeah, with host, we got it.
何か用かい？空想
Yeah.
上の存在であるところの
Yeah.
妖怪を引っ掛けた。
Lesson number X.
Yeah.
Don't explain jokes.
それが今日の弁当か？
本当はね、もしかしたら
Oh, is this for
来て
him?
くれるんじゃないかって思ったの。だから二人分。
Oh, they're gonna share.
わからないの。でも来てくれたからアップルパイなの。う
Oh,
まくできたかわからないんだけど。
oh,
Isn't that sweet?
yeah.
紅茶もね、初めてちゃんとお茶っ葉を使ってみた。
Oh my god.
Yep.
Kill Annie be like,
いただきます。
wait, did she say itadakimasu intentionally wrong as like in front of a joke?
美味しくない。
いや、めっちゃうまい。
No, you probably killed it, yeah.
I know a bakery that would love to sell your goods.
Right.
っておい、どうした？叩くと動作不良が治る。
Oh, he complimented something that she did and put effort into, and it's oh no, oh my god, she's
Yeah.
never gotten that.
とっても
Yeah. Oh. She's practically giddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ともやくん。
Wait, whoa.
おとといはうさぎを見たの。昨日は鹿。今日はあなた。
ことみ？
Some obscure literary reference, maybe?
もし智也くんが嫌じゃなかったら二人で一緒にご本を読みたいの。
あのな、本ってのは二人で読んで楽しいもんじゃないだろう。
And now what,
You've heard of hand-holding being lewd. Reading a book together, though.
私が
yeah, Kyo's prediction is,
見るのが好きだし、子供の
coming
声も好きだ
true.
からさ。
漫才師養成学校に合格するためにバイオリンの練習をしているの。
What a lovely dream.
無理があるだろう。
バイオリン漫談なの。
Violent stand-up comedy. Oh my god.
叫ば私は嬉しい。ダメよりょう。そいつは私の患者よ。
Oh my god.
そろそろ登場するだろうと。
Ah, sonotori.
Yes.
僕は実に人間の心理を不健康にするものなのよ。
Yeah, that
そ
doesn't.
れも全
Yeah.
くパンを煮る後期のせいで。
Oh.
話されてたの。
ちょっと変な夢を見てたんだ。
Very strange dream.
I got high from bread gas.
Yeah. What did you lace the pie with?
Well, that should be kicking in right about.
あのね、ともやくん。
なんだ。
今日はともやくんが来てくれてとっても嬉しかったの。
俺はほとんど寝てたぞ。
それでも嬉しかったの。
Mm-hmm.
じゃあね。
Okay.
これ書いたのはだよな。
父ちゃんに頼まれました。でも本当に大丈夫でしょうか。前も部員募集のチラシを貼って叱られたことが。気にしない気にしない。後で私が適当に話し通しとくから。
このずうずうしさは見習うべきだぞ、なぎさ。
Yeah.
周りを気遣ってばっかりいたら演劇部の再建なんてできないぞ。
Fiery determination.
Better to ask forgiveness than permission.
知り合いに片っ端から誘いをかけるのよ。
Okay. This is where you get 100 friends.
Ah, yes.
Or 100 enemies.
Outdoors and far away from any windows.
声かけといてこんなことを言うのもなんだけど、なるべく後ろでいつでも見られる体勢取った方がいいぞ。
Huh? Yeah.
What?
Wait. Wait.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes. That's amazing.
何この人混み、ここで何かあるの？
Kyo makes things
何
happen.
も知らずに来たの。今日に呼び出されたんだよ。すっごい美少女が会いたがってるからって。いやー、モテる男は辛いって言うかさ。
Well done. Well done.
幸運を祈る。
Godspeed.
近づきになれたら、
The clapping noise.
Yeah.
じゃあね。少しだけ美しい夢を見せといて。
Before those
Why
dreams
clip
are
his
shattered.
wings? Yes.
感謝するぞ岡崎。
All right.
この発表会に誘ってくれた。それじゃあな。
You might not be thanking him in a bit.
おっさん。
Oh my god.
私が声をかけました。
娘に頼まれて来ないわけにゃね。
私たち創立者さんに来られませんでした
Oh.
からせめて今日くらい大丈夫です。ずいぶん上手になりましたから。
Ah, Nagisa.
とみちゃんです。
Ah,
可愛
Nagisa.
らしい人ですね。
うちの
ダメダメ
けどな。
ダメよ。
俺、あいつにこんなもん売りつけられたんだけど、俺も300円だ。
今日のやつ、商売してた。
That's right, I forgot about that.
武器を何でもないところで使った根性なしには罰が待ってるからね。
Oh!
片
Oh! Oh! Nice! So you'll have them,
Right.
but if you use
As
them
a safety
first,
net, yeah.
趣味は読書です。よろしくお願いします。よく言えました。みんな拍手。
I said a round of it.
Yeah!
盛大に。
なかなかいい前説してるね。
An amazing MC,
Yeah.
yes.
練習の時は上手
The bird forgot how to fly there.
Yeah.
どさくさに紛れて何をするか。
Machine gun noises muffled in the background.
Right.
Dead Sunahara. In some ways, that was a mercy for Sunahara. He doesn't have to hear any
Yeah.
of this anymore.
Uh-huh.
The cat! No, the cat! Let's die together.
Right.
Oh my god! He's like, honey, that's the hottest thing you've said since last night, you know?
Hang in there, our daughter asked us to come here to support her friend.
とっても上手に弾けていたと思います。お父さんも褒めていました。こんなに衝撃的なステージは久しぶりだって。よかった。嬉しいな。
What a guy.
Akio is very practiced with giving that kind of positive feedback.
In the midst of insanity.
Yep.
私もことみちゃんのためなら何でもやってあげたくなるもの。こと人がいいわね。一応恋敵でしょうが。
ああ、恋敵がなんだって。
なんでもないです。岡崎さん。ことみちゃん。
なんだよあんた。
何か話があるなら代わりにお聞きしますけど。
The quadruple wall barrier.
Yep.
気を改めることにしよ
No, you will
う。
not.
ではまたいずれ。
誰だあいつ。
悪者。
は
The bad guy.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
An episode that I feel like is a great improvement on the previous one, and we now have a much better idea of what's going on with Kotomi or Ichinose.
Yeah.
We have ourselves a person who is a bit starved for approval, positive reinforcement, but also might never have really experienced the just the loving connection of a parent. And we have ourselves a bad guy.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to just throw out there. There's a couple ways this could be taken that are not so clear-cut and obvious.
Sure.
I don't think Kotomi is lying. But I think she is intentionally withholding the truth of the situation.
Sure.
Because I don't think he's actually some like
stalker or something like that, or yeah.
No. I think it's a little
maybe
bit more
someone else,
complex
someone who is concerned about her, and yet she's maybe happier in her own little world, like 'cause she very much has her own way of doing things, with hanging around in the library and just sort of being in her own space. But then there's that desire to connect with other people, even though she doesn't really know how to do it.
Or she doesn't even necessarily want to give them anything that's hers, because this is one of the things that's really really sad about people that never really learned how to connect, is they're actually super selfish. One of the things that ends up happening a lot of times if you don't really know how to connect with people is that you end up focusing entirely on kind of how you basically just live for others, or you end up just having everything that's involved in the connection be superficial and out here. You don't actually bring anything of you to the table.
Sure.
Now, the fact that she made this apple pie and stuff for Tomoya makes sense, because on some level she's starting to, at least in my opinion, fixate on the positive reinforcement she gets from Tomoya and him being a source of that, so she's rewarding that and maybe even seeking it out in addition. And then the way in which she responded so dramatically to the positive reinforcement, despite him falling asleep, despite him not knowing at all what she was talking about when she mentioned the things that she saw in the last couple days.
Yep. Yeah. There are a lot of situations where also whenever Tomoya responds in a way that is negative, right? But honestly negative, not necessarily hurtfully negative, but just ooh, she'll be like, "Oh, you bully," right? And it's well, hold on. Is there any space for him to actually give critiques?
Are you a bad guy?
Right. Yeah. And
Yeah. Yeah. I really think we're looking at a situation where someone has a view of the world that's been colored so black and white by the what do I say this as? The to compare this to her shtick right now of being horrible at the violin, she does not necessarily care about the ways in which she's hurting other people with her violin playing.
Sure.
That's a very simple part of her shtick. And you could go for the she's ignorant, she doesn't know.
She doesn't know how stiff it comes across as when she tries to say her little phrases that she's been given.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a thing where I would say primarily her pain that I can suss out here is based around her life being something that's superficial and fake. There's not a lot of substance to it, and that hurts because she doesn't have anything to hold on to.
Sure.
So anything that she is holding on to, she's not necessarily aware of the ways in which it's kind of a bit solid and blocky and bumping into other people and stuff like that.
And so Kyo bringing up the idea that, hey, I think it might be a good idea for you two to actually be split up because I feel like she'll grow better that way. It's like, that's a great point. Now, she might also...
Kyo was on fire this episode.
Yeah, Kyo was excellent. Even though this is like Kotomi's arc and even a lot of the stuff that
you keep saying Kotomi. Is it Kotomi, though? Or...
Kotomi or...
I think it's Kotomi.
Kotomi.
Yeah, sorry, I just heard you say Kotomi, and I was like, oh, wait, am I saying it wrong? Okay.
Oh, Kotomi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that'd be the way that it is. Yeah,
gotcha.
I think. But, yeah, and she's doing all this stuff for her sister, even. Oh, yeah, hey, Tomoya, if, say someone were around, that was, like, really cool and all that stuff, would you date them? Yeah.
Say if someone, just basically threw themselves at you and basically was like, I like you, like, a lot, and stuff like that, would you be cool with that? Because, you're single right now. You're not dating anybody. So, okay, cool. Hey, she's your rival. Come on now.
Yeah.
Like, what rival? What? Nothing, nothing.
Because you
it's
can
so obvious for us. But then there's the idea of, wait a minute, what's the situation then with the sister that she, is in love with him? Like not just likes him, because Kyo wouldn't do this, I think, if her sister just had a crush on him. It was just like, oh, she likes you, whatever. I think she would have given up by now.
Probably.
No, but I think this is an
Rio has
thing.
it.
She's down bad.
Yeah, she's down bad. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yep.
And Kyo's being the big sibling, just being like,
right. I got
in
you.
your corner. I got you.
But at the same time,
Get up there.
Kyo, there's probably a part of Kyo that's maybe a bit frustrated of but come on, be a bit more go for it,
Yeah. And so what's funny about this is that because of the way that Kotomi is interacting with Tomoya, she's going to end up liking him in a way that's not healthy. In a way that's not healthy at all.
Yeah.
Because I very much have seen this in other anime, other stories, or what have you.
And it's like, oh, this is so sweet, right?
No. The unhealthy side of it, where it's you've fixated, you've tunneled, and
latched on to somebody. Basically.
And in some ways, the idea that on a meta level, the fact that they're spending so much time with all the other characters on Kotomi's arc feels like, oh, it's because a lot of them are going to be gaining and learning something through this experience as well. And in some ways, maybe Rio will have that bit of a moment as well of, oh, maybe I have also, Kotomi fixated a bit much on Tomoya.
Sure.
We need to kind of, reconcile that. Or maybe Kyo will realize that her sister is doing that, and then she's like, I am going to pull back from this situation so that I don't enable the same kind of behavior, potentially.
Right.
Because there's nothing from Rio, really, that's been conclusive for Tomoya to know that she likes him.
Yep, exactly.
Really,
it would more seem like Kyo likes him than that
it
Rio
really
likes
would.
him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And in some ways, I actually expect that to happen. The idea that she's like, yes, you're right, Rio. He's not a bad guy. I see why you like him, Yeah. And then it's the thing of, I end up spending all the time with him.
And
We are
Rio
the ones
isn't
that
like
banter.
making a move, you know, and like
He's not doing anything.
Yep,
and
yep.
actually, yeah, he's kind of funny. He's charming. Yeah. Oh wow. There's a
oh
whole-
shit, and then now I feel bad because like I'm the more like go-getter type person
Yep.
than my sister. So then it's like, oh shit, am I then like swooping in and basically like betraying her, ruining her chances, whatever.
Yeah, we've got a full blown quintuple potential romance
Layers of complication and drama.
Converging pentagrammo. You know?
Exactly. Yep.
It's gonna be like a star almost at points
Oh,
where
yeah.
each girl is a triangle, and then he's just in the
Some
middle,
crazy polygon of
Yeah.
of madness and
And
chaos.
Tsunahara's like, it's not fair.
Right.
It should have been me.
We can't keep getting away with this. Yeah. Yep.
Oh man. Okay. But as far as like hints and things that we got here, big one being specifically her little moment of like, oh, okay, I'm going to make this big apple pie for you,
Yep.
and
When-
have like what would you have done if I wasn't there? I
Right.
don't know.
The only reason that he's here is because, you know, he saw his dad and the whole situation at home, and he's like, shit, I can't bear to be here. I got to get out of the house.
Yeah.
What do? I don't really want to bother Tsunahara again. I guess
Yeah.
I'll go to the school, because why not?
Right. Now, I thought this was funny. She says, Itadaki masho.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if this is a Japanese thing where she's maybe doing something a little bit more formal or what have you.
Or like a little like pun play on words, like,
Yes.
yeah.
Because she's been trying to do that.
Yep.
But yeah, is it really your first time making this? Now, this was something I wanted to throw out there.
Oh, is that maybe it's not, and that she like practiced a lot?
She ignores the question.
Oh.
She says, it wasn't good.
Interesting.
The idea that she's and this is something that's kind of rough here, is obviously she's dealing with a lot of shit right now, so I
Yeah.
don't want to suspect her and be like, oh, I'm being blasé about her emotions and stuff like that.
Sure.
But this immediately right here set off my alarm bells of, okay, she's lying. She's someone that is capable, and not just capable, subconsciously lies without like really much thought or effort put into it. She just kind of
okay.
went, oh, I'm not going to lie directly, no, but I'm going to kind of ignore that
Deflect
because
and-
I would have gotten caught if I had to lie again, basically.
Ah.
Because the original lie was, oh, it's my first time making it. And he's like, it looks professional. And then she mentions all the things that she made it with.
Right.
And it's like, whoa.
Now, it's totally possible that this is just something where she's very, like, she's like, okay, I'm going to make it for my first time, and I want him to enjoy it if somehow he does turn up at the library. So I research it very well, and, you know, okay, all right, cooking instructions, recipe, here we go. You know, posh apple pie, you know, makes it, you know, following every instruction. And because she's a very technical academic person, maybe she just does it perfectly.
Yeah. But it's like, oh, no, it's great. But just look at the way she just kind of gets the focus on the shot while he's talking and praising her.
Yep.
I can't believe this is your first try. I can't either. I'll just tell you, pie crusts are impossible to do right the first time.
And maybe that's just some aspect of her rule of cool, like, I am the super, like, awesome, badass anime girl. But
I could eat this nonstop.
And she knows that that's genuine praise, because
Yes.
he does not praise her if he doesn't mean it.
She shut down here. She literally like yeah. And he has to like head pat her, which is adorably cute. She blushes from the touch.
Yep.
So you unfreeze when I hit you. Are you a household appliance?
And then she completely ignores that, and it's just, is it really good?
Yeah. Now, she's not saying really in the is it very good? She's saying is it actually
Truly good, yeah,
Right. Which is another thing that I think is maybe a bit of a deep cut here, but I'm going to go hard here because I feel like
I mean, go for it. Why not? Like, she's such a reserved
questioning
character
whether or not
that
he's telling the truth. People that lie a lot question whether
interesting.
other people
Okay.
are telling the truth.
all right, fun.
Or
I like
they're
it.
used to feeling like they're being lied to. So they question the validity of what other people say.
Sure, and even if say it's like not that, right? If there's like a as another angle to it that kind of points at a similar direction.
Yeah.
If she is so starved for praise that when it happens, she shuts down, like all of that stuff. And then when he then snaps her out of it and says something else, she's still just focusing on the fact that she got some praise and doesn't believe that it actually happened. Is it like, wait, really? Like,
yeah. Totally. No, that's a great way to look at it too. But the idea that she has this thank goodness almost relief bit here.
Yeah.
Not just I'm really, really happy.
But she was anxious about this even though she had no reasonable it wasn't reasonable to assume that Tomoyo would even be here.
Right. So why was she so anxious about it?
Who knows? Maybe that's one of the reasons why she made the pie and brought it here, because this could be sort of like a test thing where Tomoyo wouldn't even necessarily eat it because the likelihood of him showing up is really small.
Yeah. And then she opens the window here. They focused multiple times on her feet and the fact that she wasn't wearing like shoes or socks at a time, which maybe is trying to point at the fact that she seems kind of childlike.
Well, and it's been said that she is more comfortable when she is barefoot.
Oh, was that said in the last episode?
No, it was. I think I can't remember. I can't remember what it. I think it was in her introduction, like way back earlier on when she was studying in the library. Because when she would study in the library, she'd always have her socks off, her shoes and her socks off. She'd be barefoot, right? And I think it was one of those things of like it was kind of chalked up to the she's a weird genius, so she has
a method.
Yeah, she has her method that she does,
Okay.
And then
there's a serious pattern
right,
going on.
and then at the recital, she was also doing that.
Yeah, I was mentioning there's 2 times this episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the episode here, we had it done twice, like rapid succession.
Yep.
And they like very much like animated, focused on it. It was like, oh, okay. But yeah, day before yesterday, I saw a rabbit, and yesterday a deer, and today you.
Like, that sounds like it's some kind of, like, poem or something like that Tomoya's never read or
Yeah.
Like some...
Now, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, she saw other things. Why mention those things? Because I definitely feel like there's something that could be just a poem thing, but also, those are all things that are kind of rather, aesthetically pleasing.
Oh, okay.
Animals are cute, wonderful,
sure,
beautiful, adorable.
Yeah, very few people would feel stressed when they see a bunny and a deer. Yeah.
Right. And my mind goes to a couple things. And I don't want to, again, make a great reach here. But when she opened the window, I felt a little nervous. I was like, why are you opening the window in this way? Because the music... Let me listen again. There was a weird thing that the music did, or if there was no music, it felt a little bit like, huh? I think it was just the way in which... Yeah, there's this ethereal, like
choir kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it felt like, basically, like, the angels accepting you unto death. And I'm like, what? What is happening here?
Yeah, it's something where like... We don't know too much about her own internal state because
she doesn't reveal
because
it.
she doesn't reveal it. She doesn't express it very much, right?
Yeah.
And so, and this being one of the, definitely the most genuine and vulnerable that she has been with any of the characters in this show up until now.
Yeah, which is why they chose to animate it in so like gloriously, artistically pleasing
detail because this is a big moment. This is important, right? And it could totally just be something where it's like, I don't know, because she is maybe feeling.
I mean, you've watched the thing there.
My memories of this arc in particular
are fuzzy.
Are fuzzy.
Gotcha. Okay.
But like she wanted to feel the wind on her face, and maybe it's just something that's
She's very happy, right?
Yeah,
now.
right. She's very happy.
I want to throw out an idea, though, that she conflated the happiness of him here to these animals that she saw on a previous day.
Oh, okay.
But she listed them. Listing them one per day.
Sure.
That, to me, feels a little bit like I had my quota of happiness today. Basically, like, things are good. Because I had a happy thing today.
Yeah. Okay.
Most days, either I don't see that, or
Sure.
if I don't have a happy day, then, you know, blah, 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 blah.
This is a random, like, shot in the dark. But the other thing that it makes me think of is that, like, she's constantly spending time locked up in a library, basically,
Sure.
right? Of her own choice, of course, but her opening the window, but then also talking about animals, feels like it's something of her actually leaving this space, right? And like that's some like because one of the things that we kind of had about her is that she was kind of a constant in this library, right? Anytime Tomoya wanted to see her, much
Sure.
like a VN, it's just go over to the library. That's where Kotomi will be, right?
Kotomi? Yeah.
Kotomi.
Yeah.
Kotomi. But you know, now that she's started to talk to them and stuff, it's something of her actually leaving that space, going out, seeing other people, things like that. Maybe that's an example of her, I don't know, getting to the point where she is taking charge of her own happiness by, like, you know, doing little things that will open up her world a bit
Yeah.
more. You know,
Yeah.
who knows if that's an intended thing or not or whatever.
Well, after this, after this transfixing moment where we literally have the transition card in the middle of it, he's like, well, you know, since I'm full, you know, time for a little rest. And then she kind of leans over. It's like, you know, Tomoya-kun, only if you don't mind. Well, can we read a book? Which is basically like, I'm trying to confess to you.
Right.
I'm trying to confess to you right now. Which I will say, one of the things that I really like about this is that she might have been basically setting up that point to where she's like, if he likes the pie, then I'll try and ask him. I'll basically take things to the next step from there.
Yeah, maybe from her perspective, it's the oh, I wouldn't be able to confess to Tomoya. But okay, if there's some serendipitous by chance he comes to the library on a Sunday when I'm hanging out there, I'll have this pie ready, I'll give it to him, and if he likes it, then I'll confess to him. Yeah.
Right. The idea that he then goes and falls asleep after this, though, and kind of has like a, oh, like, okay. I like, what does he say? Like, yeah, could you read one to me? Me? Like, I like watching you read books. Make it a novel or something. Okay. Now,
and then we go into trippy off the wall dream. Yeah.
I think it's really sweet that we have basically this kind of like, oh, yeah, read a book, yeah, read a novel or something. This is a dumb theory. But it feels like almost weirdly like sandwiched with the idea of like he fell asleep and had this really trippy dream that almost feels like too strong of a dream to where this sleep might have been induced.
I was kidding about the thing of her lacing the pie with something.
No, but like just the idea of like
she actually just read something that was so dry but also so off the wall. Like she actually started reading Lovecraft or something like that. And then he just goes into just a very strange dream because he's still listening subconsciously to the story or something.
Yeah, I feel like to me, the reason why I come up with a stupid theory like that is because I feel like the way this was like assembled, just visually, confused the hell out of me. But it was primarily to set up the joke of the dream, and I missed the joke. Basically, the dream was funny as hell.
Oh yeah,
but
it was.
But just the way in which we went from that emotional moment to really funny dream,
and
felt
also
so jarring that I'm like, wait, what's the serious significance of the dream?
Well,
because they mentioned like schizophrenia in it, and I'm like,
yeah, there were parts of the dream that felt a little disturbing, even though it very much had that sort of upbeat, fun energy to it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was a dream that didn't make any sense. So I'm like, we already have supernatural stuff in this story. We have her personality that might be tunneling on liking him a lot. She feeds him something and he immediately falls asleep. He has a very trippy dream. my brain is going to weird places. It's just like what
She's
what is
a
happening?
secret spy that
No, just like something supernatural happening.
Mm-hmm.
Something, you know, something a bit, you know.
Yeah, just
odd.
off the wall. Yeah.
But yeah, we have our violin recital.
Everybody shows up through coercion or otherwise.
Yeah,
even
Kyo did a lot though for the rival of her sister. Now, I wonder, because this is a thing that she knows is doomed to fail, because it's also a violin recital.
Right.
Where
Maybe
no one's going to.
It's helping
enjoy
Rio
it.
out a bit because it's
It's kind of a way of being like, guys,
sabotaging her.
Yeah, there's no way anyone sees this as a good thing, right?
But maybe it's also just something where she's like, hey, you know, I think she's my friend, even if she's my sister's rival. I want to help her out,
Yeah.
you know, and I don't do anything half-assed, so...
Well, fucking Nagisa, though, almost immediately when a weird guy comes along here, she immediately jumps on him and is like, hey, get out of here.
Yep.
Like the way in which you can see that Kotomi runs away.
Right.
But Nagisa full on like grapples. She's
Bear
like,
hugs
I
him,
rolled
yeah.
to grapple. I have a -3 to my strength modifier. I don't fucking care. Like, ride or die, bitch.
I
you
will
know?
become an 85-pound dumbweight, you know? Like,
85 pounds. No, she's
soaking wet.
with boots on, you know. And an umbrella. But it's broken. You know? It's her soaking wet, yeah. But okay, I really don't know about this guy, because I don't think he's necessarily like a bad guy. But I don't know.
What's the deal?
What's the deal? Why is he wearing shades later in the day?
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's kind of like he's intentionally trying to be like,
Not
I'm
seen.
trying to look creepy and not
Right.
like identifiable.
Yeah.
He's wearing a hat. He doesn't explain himself or anything. He just
Nope.
says, "I'll come back another
Yeah, like
day."
that is the cliche, like either like
either stalker.
either stalker or like cheesy private eye that's like I'm going on a detective case, you know.
Right.
Like,
But no, nothing about him looks like that. He looks like a grandpa that's like doing something that doesn't make sense. Like, it's like, okay, grandpa, why are you here?
right.
And why are you not explaining yourself? Are you scared of little kids? Like,
Right.
what?
What's the deal?
I'll come back another day. No.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
Who are you? Like, I feel like we're jumping past multiple things that are serious problems. And thankfully, Tomoya is the kind of sensible person here, and he's with a couple other sensible people as well. I mean,
Right.
at least one, who's gonna be like, "What the fuck? What is going on
I'm
here?"
sure Tomoya could just be like, hey, Kyo, Tomoyo, could you handle security at the school? And they'd be like, shh, they'd stand back to back. And
I mean, yes, but I think they would also be like, "Tell us what's going on." And
Yeah.
she just goes, "Well, he's a bad guy." It's like, no. What does that mean?
Right.
Do we need to call the cops? Like,
Right, exactly.
What are you talking about? Be specific here.
Yep.
Communication.
Right.
And then I think we'll get a little bit more of an uncovering that Kotomi is not as like straightforward as things go. As she appears
Well,
to be.
I mean, yeah, she's definitely not straightforward.
Well, right, but I meant the way that they're perceiving her is not accurate.
Sure. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But we did have some wonderful comedy this episode. Seeing everyone respond to the battle against humanity that was her violin playing was wonderful.
Crime
Akio
against
and
humanity,
yeah, crime against humanity. Seeing Akio and Sanai there was
Oh,
excellent.
that's true, yeah.
No, don't leave me hanging there. I can't take anymore. That was excellent, wonderful, and beautiful.
Yeah.
The kitten and
exactly.
the little
yeah.
pig just dying.
They're just like,
Dead. Yeah.
pooey, pooey. Yeah, pooey, pooey. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Dead.
Yeah. The bird that
Yeah, the bird like kind of fell out of orbit, like,
Right.
and then it's like, oh god. Clannad has that like KyoAni touch put to a lot of different scenes where you're like, oh, dang, yeah, this is a KyoAni show.
That's right.
They make sure there's some lovely work put into this visual experience here. But yeah. All right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.